Can dreams really come true? Can we decide our fate, our destiny? Here, everything is possible. It's time to conquer the world. From disaster to paradise. Welcome to Firescar. Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Let's Play Firescar. My name is Dave and I'll be your host for this episode, as always. So, I've spent some hours lighting up caves around here and it's starting to have an impact. I'm getting some amount of gunpowder. I've been clearing it out every now and then, as you can see. I also added a few more chests. We will work on some on processing some of these things, so like sorting stuff like that. I've never built an item filter, so we'll do that. But I want to show you something, and that is how much progress I've made with this. So as you can see, I've also started doing the building a perimeter. I haven't really lit up much on the surface, but I've spent quite some time on in the caves. That's where I normally AFK up there, so not much to try to get a little less spawning in the caves. But you know, it's Thursday morning, I think. And I was clearing out some of this ground and I got bored, so let's do something more fun. There's a button. Let's see if I can hit it. Not quite. Maybe I shouldn't do this with a flame. Oh, there that goes. That was good. And you know what's the real fun part? I still have a full stack of TNT. Yep, that was quite successful. That was like, I don't know, 50 pieces of TNT, 40 pieces of TNT, something like that. That was fun. I've also started adding a few more chests, as you can see. And I'm kind of sorting the stuff I mine. For example, down here we all have cobblestone. All of this is full. Here we have like stone and sand and stuff like that. I need more sand for the TNT. I'm actually running low on sand over here. Then this is like some other stone / gravel blocks that I normally use for building. That doesn't belong in here. Goes there. This is dirt. This is grass. And yeah. So I'm going through and kind of sorting this stuff. These are the goodies at the moment. I don't know how much I've shown of this. I had to make like a stack of iron blocks because this was full. Could make another stack of iron blocks. Actually, that's the second stack of iron blocks I'm making. I made one before. And I don't know. Alright, I made a bunch of hoppers with that. Alright. Well, today we'll work a little bit on this area, but we won't spend the whole time just clearing out this place. Although, heads up, there will be more explosions. But right now, I'm just gonna watch a documentary and clear out some more land, maybe light up some more caves, and I'll see you when some progress has been made. Okay, some progress has been made, and some TNT has been made. Do you see that? Your eyes do not deceive you. That will be fun. Hehe. Next on my agenda is to blow a bunch of stuff up, because that's fun, and it also helps with clearing out all this stuff. I'm tackling this area, and the idea is either I blow up the whole thing, or I blow up all of this. Whatever comes first. Before we go and do that, I built this. I built a cooking fryer, as I call him. Chicken cooker. I don't really remember how you built these, so I just did something and I hope it works. I didn't have that many eggs, so I only have 2 little chickens in there. And the idea is that they plop out an egg that gets put into the dispenser. Dispenser shoots it. A little chicken will grow up in there. Once it's big, it gets burned and we get the food. I don't know if this still works. I think that used to work like that, but I don't know. It's been so long. I normally don't use chicken for food anymore in game because it's not that good of a food source. You run out of saturation really quick, and that's pretty annoying. But I'm sick of going back and forth just to get food. I mean, I also have to repair my tools every now and then. I took a different shovel, and I'm using 2 picks, 2 shovels basically, to clear out this land. As you can see, I made some more progress. And I lit up a little bit because I kept dying from creepers that snuck up on me when I was sleeping. Well, anyway, I'm gonna prepare this area and then we're gonna blow it up and it'll be amazing! Well then, that took some time. I'm completely out of TNT. As you can see, I started out with a neat grid, then I came to that hill and I just started spamming things somewhere. I didn't get to prepare the whole area on all the way to back there, but let's quit the talking and do some blowing up. Oh man, ignition! Ignition! Okay. Was it successful? I think there's still more TNT back there. Let's go and blow some more stuff up if there is. It said that it didn't really render, but it looks like I did a pretty good job of clearing everything out. Let's have a look. Is there still more? It might be up here. Zombies? How do I get up there? No, I think I got rid of everything that I prepared. Did I? It's hard to know what's what now. Yeah, I put a little bit more in here. You can see that. Huh. Looks successful to me. I think everything actually went off. It's actually a surprise. Gotta be honest. But that was good. Now I don't think this was faster than just clearing it out. I mean, I still have to clear a bunch of this stuff out with my pick now. And, like, correct the water flow and everything. But still, that was pretty good. And fun. Sadly, it didn't render. I'll try for the next bit to increase my RAM and see if more renders. If I have less lag. To say it like that. Okay, where are you? Let's have a look. I can find you. Are you here? Are you here? Are you here? I hear you there. Oh, there you are. Got it. So, I'm basically done with clearing out all the damage that has been done by the blasts. Actually, a little further even now. It turns out that I blew up way too much at the corners, like at the borders to the water. I knew this was going to happen, so before I started putting in all the TNT, I made like a plan up to where I put the TNT. And then when it actually came down to me placing the TNT, I got, I don't know, a little overmotivated, and I put in the TNT where I shouldn't have. So you see how there's like only one block of height above the water with the dirt, and I want to have it at like 2 blocks lower than it is right now. I put the TNT at this level. Now if the TNT blows up over there, it's like, I don't know, way deeper. Especially if the dirt below it has been blown up already, then it just blows up like 1 or 2 levels below the stone, which means it's this deep now, and I only wanted it to be at that level. I had to fill in a lot. That's basically what I'm saying. Had to fill in quite a lot at the corners, the borders, as you can see. All this cobblestone has been filled in, but I'm done with that now, and making my way over to the border over here, which is not too far anymore. So this part of the perimeter is going strong. I still have to clear out all of this, but then over here, where you see where I dug a bit out, is where the perimeter actually ends. So that will be like at least like more than a quarter of the perimeter done once this is gone. Basically because most of this is water anyway. But hey, clearing all of this out is fun. So much fun that I'm not gonna show you all of that. It's boring. Really is. But it's fine if you have something to watch on the side. While filling a lot of this stuff in, I thought, hey, maybe I can just use water and fill this in quicker with stone. I filled the whole thing with water and then poured lava above it, which did work, but I'm not sure if it actually was faster than not. And since I had to dig out a bunch of stuff anyway, I decided to, in the end, just place blocks to fill it all. This is ever growing. Also, the chicken cooker, or cook and fryer, as it's probably called, it hardly keeps me fed. It does at the moment, but just AFK'd over there, which has this thing loaded. I filled it all up with a bunch of chickens, like to maximum. If I feed them with seeds, some chickens will die because of the entity cramming. I think I can get around it actually if I have a ladder on that block, but I'm not sure. I have to look into that. There you go. One of the chickens got shot into the fire. Yeah, so this works, but it hardly keeps up. Still, that's also not what we're gonna work on today, right now, just like that. Now, I want to say today, we'll work on the item sorter stuff all the way down there. So, to do that, first things first, I'll need wood. Make some chests. So, this is the current storage situation down here. I have these 4 double chests that are just jam-packed. These hoppers are all full. As you can see, I already compacted a bunch of redstone and glowstone, still have it in the system though. Then this is completely full, this is completely full, and on top of that, we have this chest, which is also completely full, which is new because there's still gunpowder in there. I've been clearing out that a bunch. I dropped a few blocks in here. Take them out a bit. But yeah, let's build a item filter. I have never built one. This will be my first. That'll be fun. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to expect. So what do we have in here? We get glowstone, redstone, gunpowder, sticks, glass bottles, and spider eyes. I think that's the the drops we get. So that's 6 different items, right? So these are the 7 items that we have to filter out. So we need 7 item filters. At least I want to have 7 item filters. That'll be fun. So let's say we leave room up to here, and then we have to go 7 blocks back. And that's 4, so we need to go 3 further. 2, 3. To there. And then on this upper level, we'll have... Give me that. I need that. And then on the upper level, we have our main line of hoppers, which is where all the items will go through. Like that. Okay, and then below here, we'll build our item filters. Now, I moved my beacon away, so I don't have the fast mining over here, so bear with me as I clear out this space. Very, very slow. Good. Let's put down a chest to get rid of some garbage. Like this, that, this, that, and maybe that. Cool. I got some cobblestone and named it filter as a filter item for the item filters, obviously, for the sorters. You probably know how all of this works. Again, I don't. Let's say we have the chests here. Does that work? I think we have to go one further down, don't we? Let's get one further down. We have this here and then 2 hoppers above. Just have a video open on my second screen and I'm looking at what I see. And I'm just gonna build it and see if it works. We have a block there, which has the comparator on it. Just that thing. Bam. One in that direction. Then that goes out 2 more blocks. Which is to over there. And then we go down a block. Have redstone there, have a block there. And that seems to be it. Oh, there's probably a torch on here. Isn't there? There probably is. I don't know. We'll see about that. Let's plop down the redstone. I know we'll need that. And we'll go there. We have a repeater in here. Like that. And then we'll have to figure out the actual item amount that we that goes into all of these things. Well, looks like I was right. There is a torch down there, so let's get that going. Once I find my wood. Okay, let's quickly make a redstone torch. I know how these things work. We'll need a few more. That goes there, that locks the hopper. And then in... Wait, what does the filter go? Well, it goes in here, right? I think it does. So we have our filter item, which I called filter. Let's use like 40 of them. Put those here. And it drains it. That's not supposed to happen. Or is this where the filter goes? And that would be stupid. Am I doing something wrong? Aha! Found the mistake. Well, this hopper has to point in that direction. It cannot point directly into it, otherwise it won't work. So like this it works. So, the last thing we'll sort out is spider eyes. The video that I'm watching, which is of Impulse, he has 4 named items in and 41 of the items that he want to sort. I want to have maximum of whatever I want to sort out. So I want to have as less buffering in here as I can. Or as little buffering in here as I can, so I did it like this. Let's clear out this. I got that stuff in here. And that. And then when the next witches drop, we might get another one over here. Well, we would if this hopper up here would be clear. There we go. Yep, it works. It works. Oh, it also will hold one spider eye in there. I see. Alright then. Yeah. Seems to work. Let's build the rest of this. So basically, with this design, you can just repeat it over and over. Like you can tile it. Impulse is talking about the video that this, in the video that this is not really the normal standard design that there was, or that there was a different design before this, which was one block shorter. With this being one block longer, it prevents overflow, which I can see would be a problem. So if the hopper would ever be full, the signal outputted by the comparator would be so strong that it would activate the next line, which obviously would cause problems. With this being one block longer, that's not an issue. So there you go. In case you saw the design and were like, wait, that's not right. Well, apparently it is. There you go. Don't ask me, I'm just an idiot trying to copy this. Okay, let's see if this works. I got every item filter in. I got all the items in. Oh, all the filter stuff in here. This. Let's go and unleash everything. Also, let's play a game. Do you see a problem with this? So if the hopper would ever be full, the signal outputted by the comparator would be so strong that it would activate the next line, which obviously would cause problems. He has 4 named items in and 41 of the items that he want to sort. I want to have maximum of whatever I want to sort out. So I want to have as less buffering in here as I can. Or as little buffering in here as I can, so I did it like this. Somebody said, well, this design prevents overflow because if the hopper is full, it can go over to the next item filter and messes everything up, and then he proceeds to fill every item filter up way more than he is supposed to, according to the tutorial. Guess what happened? This gave me a headache. Like, an item filter would work, and then I put the next one in, and suddenly it stopped working. I was like, ah, what's going on? And, well, if you're supposed to put in 4 filter items, and instead you put in way more, what happens if this thing also fills up? Now you have, like, 40 more items. Well, actually, 64, 63 items. 63? 36, god damn it. 36 more items in, which means that the comparator gives out like a long signal, which activates the other ones, and then things mess up. But yeah, it looks like it works now. So all of this is in. Looks like it doesn't mess up. Let's throw in a bunch of these items and see if this actually sorts everything. I sure hope so. What would be the best way to do that? I think I have an idea. Let's make chest. Oh, also I want to put in an overflow chest. Let's do that now. Overflow. Good. Let's put stuff there. Do one of these. Do one of these. So I can still reach that. I can't. I'm an idiot. Hey. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Because I still have the ladder there. Witches often can just climb down. Yeah, so one of these. Cool. And break it. Hope that'll work. See if the this can actually deal with all of that. I sure hope so, but it should. Should fill up this one right now. Yeah, Yeah, I think this is alright. So, the filter is done. I've put in a bunch of chests, and the rest of the stuff is just sorting through. It's a little cramped down here, though. So this is the side where the room will be. Here, this is the beginning of the room. And then back here is backstage, this is where the item filter is. Yeah, as you can see, I've sorted all of the things in. There's all the spider eyes we have. The glass bottles. A bunch of sugar. A bunch of sticks, like... That's basically 3 double chests full of sticks. Probably will start using them as fuel. Redstone's not so much in here, but I have this shulker box, which I'm gonna show you. It's in there. Some glowstone, not too much. Some gunpowder, which this will never fill up. I will make sure of that. But have a look at this shulker chest. That's all from this. All of that from this. That's pretty good. So yeah, the item sorter is working, but we will have to put in a room down here. This, that, no. I'll tend to have just bad setups and just have things as a work in progress, but stuck and just live with it. The things look shit and stuff like that. I'm gonna change that over here. Hello. Let's get rid of that. This can be sorted. Oh, this is still being sorted. Let's get these. There it is. And have the rest of this empty. By the way, when I first put stuff into this chest, I also put in my filter blocks. You know the cobblestone that I called filter? The only way to break the system is if these fill up. They shouldn't fill up because there are never cobblestone blocks going in here that are called filter, right? Well, I kind of did that. Which is incredibly stupid. But I realized that, and because there's so much stuff in the system at the moment, it wasn't a problem. As you can see, there's even stuff like this in here. It looks like this stuff is not moving, but actually, glowstone is currently moving through here. As you can see here. Sometimes you can see it blink, sometimes you can't. But this is still emptying out. Yep. Anyway, we'll work on a room for down here now. After I've gotten rid of that ladder. Has been a problem for a long time. Every now and then, witch gets stuck on the ladder and just slowly floats down. It's also the thing that prevents me from being AFK down here. I can't do that because there are witches sometimes that survive. I don't think it had a big impact on the drop rates that I was getting, but I don't know, it might have. It's not a problem anymore. And now let's do something that's a little more typical. Typical Dave. Yeah. As you know, as people say, you learn by making mistakes, and I just basically made every mistake that you could possibly make when building an item filter. Quite embarrassing, actually. Which is probably why you didn't see much of me actually building those. Yeah, but I can definitely see myself getting into farms and redstone and stuff like that. I never did because it seems tedious to actually learn about all that stuff, but most of the designs are like more connecting modules. You have like different designs for flip-flops and stuff like that, and you just connect the dots. You don't actually come up with a lot of the things. At least I have the feeling that's the case. So, I'm probably good. Hey, let's burn down some forest. That's typical me, right? Well, apparently for the last 3 episodes it is. As you can see, I kind of put in some space to make sure nothing burns down that I don't want to burn down. So the trees over there, that's just open forest, that's just nature. Let's hope we don't burn that down. would be kind of sad. Maybe I should get rid of this, actually. Burn it down. Huh. I would call that success. All of this is inside of the perimeter. The trees back there you see are outside of the perimeter, so I still have to clear all of that, but chopping down all those trees would just have taken too long. The little stranglers that are still up, I can deal with that. That's not a problem. But yeah, it looks like all the trees moved to a different home. Yeah. What? Uh-huh. All of them. So this is the basic style that I want to go for the room for down here. I wanted to play around with the black concrete and how it makes it seem like you're in a void. I think it's too bright, or the concrete is too close to the player, but there's too much definition still on the lines. I still want to put some black glass down on the bottom here, but still, it's kind of cool looking at it. Obviously, I will close that, but currently that's my way in and out. As you can see, I've done all the chests. I actually had to add another row down here. Because of the sticks, those are almost full. So I have to think of something about that. Gunpowder is going good. We'll have some fun with that at a later time, but for now, I want to wrap up the episode. Up to here, this episode has been done for quite a while, but I never actually finished recording it. Yeah. So another thing I might want to mention is on top of the chests, you see how you can open them, but it's black above. I actually saw Exuma Void do that. You put black carpet on top of those, and you have black from the bottom when you still can open these. I was too carpet short, but yeah, that's how I did that. And as I said, I kind of need way to come down here. I don't want to just jump down there all the time, so I've decided I want to have like an entrance back there, which I don't know how we'll do it, if it'll be just a straight drop or a staircase or something. Also, I'll have to come up with an actual design, but yeah, that's basically mapped out. I know where I want to put it. There we go. Took a while today to come out of here. Yeah. Other than that, I think we can wrap up the episode. And how do we do that? By flooding. I've been digging over there, and all of this landmass is now flattened out. That's the edge of the perimeter, and all that's left is like a small border all the way around. You can take everything out and be happy with all the water. It will increase the spawn rates, but only at night. And well, at day when stuff is not despawning there, but yeah. That'll be fun. I did it in a way that I want to do the rest of this too when I flood it, is that I don't put down any water sources. That's my goal. I've checked, and there's basically enough water all around that it'll all connect once I just remove the last layer, right? It should just all fill in, and I want to do that because I don't know. I like the idea. Oh, he'll despawn. Anyway, let's start with breaking some stuff. Most of this is grass or dirt, so it's easy to remove. Let's flood the place. And it's filled in. There we go. That's kind of cool. It looks weird because of the reflection, but I like it. I like it. I was really underwhelming though. For some reason, I imagined it to be a little more epic. Let's have a fly. Let's have a look from above. Let's see how things are. Well, that's kind of cool. You can see clearly where the swamp stops. And the sound is bugged. Oh, that's nice too. If I'm sounding a little weird at the moment, I'm sick. Just on the edge of getting sick, like most of the time. But normally I can combat it pretty well. Not sure about this time though. So, please excuse some extra derpiness in this last bit. About these edges, I thought that I don't want to just have like this cut around the perimeter. So I will somehow terraform this into something a little more pleasing to the eye. But in the end, we'll still just have like a big square. Go all the way back there and then over there. And well, anyway, I think this is finally the time that I stop recording this episode and release it for the world to see and to judge. If you have an idea on how to design the place down there or the actual getting there, like the staircase or drop or whatever down to there, feel free to leave any suggestions. I'm not gonna build a elevator or something like that. Just nah. I'd much rather fly out or climb a ladder or something than have to fiddle with a bunch of pistons and timings just for something that I could do easily manual too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope I see you again next time. And until then, see ya.